I caught her glance first, the one that lingered too long, like a knife pressing against skin. She didn't say it out loud, not yet, but I could feel the tremor in her fingers as she scrolled through her phone, the kind of tremor that betrays secrets. My heart slowed, not in fear. Curiosity has a different rhythm, a controlled pulse, precise. I leaned back, pretending to read, pretending ignorance. "You know my cuckold is impossible to love," she said, voice soft, almost confessional. Her words dripped like acid into my veins. "He's just convenient, and in bed, he's a complete zero." She paused, smiled, unaware I was listening, unaware I wasn't just listening, I was counting, every syllable, every breath, calculating, memorizing. I did not answer. I never do at first. Silence is a weapon, and right now I wielded it with surgical precision. She thought I would swallow it, that I would sit quietly for the sake of the children, that I would nod and forgive in my own time. She didn't know I had learned to keep quiet only in the face of death. The betrayal settled like frost in my chest. Not the first hint. I had seen her lingering smiles, the whispered calls that vanished when I entered the room. But hearing it, crisp and sharp like a declaration, it carved deeper. I walked through the motions of life. Work, the children, the mundane. A husband in denial. A woman comfortable in her duplicity. And me, awake in the night, hearing the lies in every quiet corner. Denial? Maybe for a moment. Shock? Barely. More like recognition. The pieces aligned slowly, coldly. I replayed the laughter that didn't reach her eyes, the messages she hid with a trembling hand. She thought I didn't notice. She thought the predator could only see what he wanted. But predators often underestimate their prey. I moved quietly, collected, each observation a thread, a DNA test here, a phone log there, a coffee-stained receipt tucked in a drawer. I watched from the shadows of normalcy, smiling to the world, calculating in the dark. Each step had its rhythm, each step built the suspense, a slow burn of inevitability. I watched her patterns, the pauses before her texts, the way she double-locked doors. She was careful, but not careful enough, not against me. I told no one, confronted no one, not yet. The tension grew between us like static electricity. I sat in silence, letting the suspense stretch, letting the truth shape itself in my hands before it emerged. Every night I rehearsed the reveal, not theatrically, calmly, methodically. The results came quietly, like a whisper I had been waiting for. I held the report in my hand, her name at the top, the numbers below. Absolute, unarguable, cold, the truth. She noticed the shift immediately, the way I smiled without smiling, the way my eyes didn't betray the storm inside. "You're," she started, but the question froze. I handed her the report, slowly, deliberately, like passing a verdict. Her face drained of color, her lips parted, searching for words, any defense. I said nothing. My voice wasn't needed. She saw everything there, in the black and white of proof. She had underestimated me, assumed my silence was weakness, assumed my patience was ignorance. I didn't yell, I didn't storm, I didn't break. I walked through the room, each step measured. "You thought I wouldn't notice," I said softly, not accusing, not pleading, a statement. My presence alone carried the weight. She tried to speak, tried to twist the narrative, tried to plead for some shred of normalcy. I paused, looked at her, at the carefully constructed lies crumbling in her hands. A shiver ran through her, not from cold, but from understanding. She had been caught by a predator she didn't see. I left the room. No slamming doors, no chaos, just a cold, deliberate retreat. The power now mine, held not in vengeance in action, but in clarity in knowledge. I watched from the hallway, distant, detached. Her sobs were private, mine absent. I had no pity left, no fear, no love, only truth. The room felt smaller as she processed her downfall. I felt larger, not in arrogance, but in the quiet power of knowing, of surviving, of seeing. The children slept, oblivious, protected by the calm precision of my strategy. I walked out into the night, the streets empty, the sky indifferent, and I carried with me a weight that was lighter than air, because it was exact. Some things cannot be forgiven. Some truths must remain absolute. Some people cannot be trusted with your silence. They will weaponize it. I didn't look back. I never do. The last trace of her laughter faded behind me, and I knew with absolute clarity that I had won. Not in anger, not in revenge, but in the cold, unyielding acquisition of truth. She would remember this. I would not. And that was power.